This is Bharatiya. I am studying in 9th class from sEduTales school. I am going to give a demo on states of matter. Matter. Since early times, human beings are trying to understand surroundings. As we look at our surroundings, we see a large variety of things with different shape and sizes of the textures. Everything in the universe that we see is made up of material which is called as matter. Matter occupies space and has mass. All matter is made up of tiny particles. If you observe the sunlight falling through the window, we could able to see tiny particles floating in the air. These particles have space between them. Let us observe the salt dissolve in the water. When we dissolve salt in the water, the particles of the salt get into the space between the particles of water, and also you will observe that there is no change in the water level. That's where we found the particles have space between them. You will also see that particles moves continuously. Another example, a drop of ink slowly spread into the water. Matter around us exists in three states: solids, liquids and gases. Matter in the solid state has definite shape and volume. This is because the particles in the solids are very tightly packed and there is no space between the particles. Therefore, the force of attraction between the particles are very strong, and the only movement they make are tiny vibrations to and fro. That is why solids are rigid. If you take a stone and put in the box, it have a fixed shape. Matter in liquid state have no fixed shape, but it has a fixed volume. In liquids, particles are closely held together but not in a fixed pattern. Particles move freely and have more space between each other. Because of more space between the particles, the force of attraction between the particles are weaker than the solids. Matter in gaseous state have no definite shape or volume. In gases, the particles are far apart. There is a lot of space between the particles and they move easily due to huge space between the particles. Therefore, there is no force of attraction. When a stone is dropped into a beaker, why the stone is sinking in the water? Let us explore. Generally, the density of solid is high compared to liquids and gases. Because there is no large space between the particles, gases are of lower density compared to liquids and solids. Let us explore about compressibility. Take 3 empty syringes, close the nozzle of the syringe with rubber caps, fill one syringe with chalk powder and another with water and leave one empty syringe. Try to compress the syringe. You will see that the syringe with solid is not compressed because the solids are rigid. Another syringe with water is compressible because the space between the particles is moderate when compared with solid. The syringe which is empty can be easily compressed because the particles in a gas have more space between them. In this case, the air is in syringe have more space compared to solids and liquids. This shows that gases are highly compressible compared to liquids and solids. Thank you.